So this should be live now, in theory. Let's actually open up the YouTube dashboard. Oh my god, I lost all my tabs. My PC crashed, like literally, well, I might have been doing like some renders, which I probably shouldn't have been doing right before the stream to begin with. So that might have not been the best idea ever, granted, but that's why my PC crashed and that's why I'm like 5 minutes late, just getting that out there. Let's open up this on the YouTubes as well, just so that we can be sure that I'm still live at any given point. And let's put in a thing on Discord that we're actually going live, because I have not done that yet. I'm very slow today. At everyone, not hashtag everyone, at everyone, starting now, yay. And then might as well like copy link and just throw it in here as well, because why would we not do a thing like that? I think it's about time to get started. I think it is about time to get started. And we're going to... Why is there a thing in the middle of the screen? Why is there a thing? That is it. There we go. Okay. Let's go. I don't really know anything about this game other than it looks pretty cool. It sounds pretty cool. Also, Mewtwo. I'm quite happy actually with there's also random extra notes thrown into the music. It's really throwing me off. I'm quite happy with the overlay background. I mocked it up in like 5 minutes. But I do think it works fairly well. So let's speed through this a little bit. Am I a boy or a girl? Those are actually well-designed sprites. Holy crap. I think there's 5 starters in total from what I've heard. So I don't know which one we're gonna pick, because I frankly have forgotten all of them. I think Minccino is one of them. Well, I guess we'll find that out in due time. I finally did. I know I should have done it differently. Okay, I know I should have done it differently, but suddenly no music. Hold on! This bitch is on a non-exact, like, square base. She's offset from me less than one entire square, and it's kind of messing with me at the moment, because you should be able to do that in Gen 3. Then again, this game has a physical. I don't really care. Just gimme. Wait, did her hair just change? I think her hair just changed. Also, am I a professor? Did she just call me professor? Maybe I should be reading the dialogue, but I can't be asked to do that. So, we're going to be skipping through most of this. Maybe if I were reading this, things would make a little bit more sense. I better be going back as well. So maybe I'm not a professor? I'm probably definitely not a professor, right? Okay, so now your hair is purple again. Oh, you're the professor! Actually... I picked a starter. I guess Minccino is our starter. God damn it! Oh my! Oh, that's horrible. I was just using the speed button, and I guess this is our starter now. Nothing much we're gonna do about that. We could restart, but honestly, let's not. Let's just not restart. This is how we live now. I am so confused right now as to what is going on. I got a great ball though, so I can start catching actual good Pokemon rather than the Minccino. I mean, Minccino is good. Who am I kidding? Let's see, what are we going to run into? It's a Yungoos. Might as well, right? How many Pokeballs do I only have the Great Ball I got before. I'm not going to do this as a Nuzlocke, by the way, because I just want to experience this game in any kind of fun format that I can. I will be careful. Also, nicknames are a thing. We have to call him Don, right? Because, like, that's a thing. He looks like Trump. Bumblebee, I can't even catch you, but maybe I should? I don't know, for sure. The one thing I do want to say about this game so far is that they... If you want to change the music, that is fine. If you want to pay homage to the original music playing in the game, even better. Don't just take the original MIDI files and throw in some extra notes, because that doesn't sound good. It just does not. So, I really don't have anything lined up to talk about today. So, I was kind of hoping that there would be people in chat that would inspire me as to go onto some kind of rant. But so far, that does not seem to necessarily be the case. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. Am I? I think I'll actually be fine. Because I'm level 6 now, and... Everybody knows at level 6, you are literally... Okay, critical hit. That was really fucking lucky. Maybe I should be exploring the lab a little bit more. Oh, now you want to fight me, you son of a... Sure. I'm actually doing fairly well with this Minccino so far. Are we actually going to have a useful Minccino on the team? Is our starter going to be a useful Pokemon? No. Probably not. Can we, like, heal somewhere around here? By Pokeballs? Something? I'm assuming this is where we heal. It is. And you maybe sell us Pokeballs? You give us a potion? You give us Pokeballs? You give us Poke... I knew there was somebody that had to give us Pokeballs. It wasn't just gonna be nothing. So now we can... How many Pokeballs did we get? It's 5. That makes perfect sense, actually. I don't know why I was thinking it might be anything else. Okay. Do we want a Purloin? I'm thinking the answer is, why the hell not? Might as well. The answer to why the hell not is because now I have to come up with a goddamn nickname. So we're gonna call you... Randall. Because I just... Well, not just did the Monsters Inc. things. Monster Inc. should have been uploaded. Is Randall with 1 L or 2 L's? It's with 1 L now. Randall the Purloin. Okay, let's take a look at the team real quickly, because a little bit of switch training may not hurt. Maybe a very good thing, as a matter of fact. I also don't know if I'm going to... Maybe I'll just stay... You have Dark Pulse at level 2! Okay. Sure. I don't know if I'm going to do the full 2 hours today as well. Maybe, maybe not. I'm leaning towards probably maybe not. Because I've got, like, shit to do as well. Well, shit to do. What I really should be saying is that I got these, like, this, like, nacho mix today. Like, spices and stuff to make apparently pretty good nachos. I don't know if that's true. And usually I stream till 10 PM. But if I wait, like, preheating the oven and everything like that until 10 PM, it's gonna be like 10:45 by the time I actually have my nachos. And I can't wait that long for my goddamn nachos, so maybe I'll just take a little break. Like, literally a 2-minute break in an hour and a half to just go put on the oven. That would be an easier way to fix that, but maybe I'll just stop at that point, I don't know. It's Statue of Persian. Persian is known as the signature of this city. I really could not give less of a shit. Can you please give me the running shoes? Because I don't mind using the speed button, don't get me wrong, but I would very much prefer the running shoes. Well, unfortunately, the gym leader is away again. I am tired. I really miss the vacation I spent in the Kalos. I understood our reference. I played that game. Character portraits. I don't understand. Like, more ROM hacks do this. This is not something that is programmed into the base game. Or at least not used, but more ROM hacks use this. So is this a functionality that just exists in Gen 3 ROMs? I never got used in the actual game? Frankly, I don't know, but it feels like that might be the case. It might be like taking, like, image, like the technology they use to show the sprites in the Pokédex and applying them onto the overworld map or something like that. I honestly don't know. But there's got to be something there, right? Because this is a functionality that does not exist in base game. It's not like only this ROM hack does it. It's a thing a lot of, like, more well-produced... Oh, no. Okay. I was going to say, do we have a rival battle already? A lot of more well-produced ROM hacks actually use that, like, visual thing. The what did I say? Character portraits. So, okay, one thing I'm already annoyed by is the fact that when I go into the Pokemon Center and I just run face up, I don't end up at Nursejoy because we have these two different. I'm assuming you sell all the healing items, you sell Pokeballs and other stuff. What? You already sell Ultra Balls? That does not seem right at all. I mean, I'll take it, but that doesn't seem right. I'm not going to take it right now because they're hella expensive. Even within the newer games, right? If you go into the Pokemon Center, it shares with the Pokemon, but the Pokemon is off to the side. If you just need to go and heal, you do one thing. You walk in a straight line and you press A. And I quite enjoy the fact that... Wait a second. Am I dropping... I'm dropping frames, like, quite significantly, I feel. Okay, the stream has not ended. That's good. It did it, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I just started dropping frames left, right, and center, and the stream ended. I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Well, unfortunately, the gym leader is away. Is that it? I feel like that might be it. Because I wasn't paying attention to the dialogue. Maybe this wasn't a great idea to play on stream. Because if it's a very dialogue-heavy game and I actually need to read the damn dialogue to progress, I'm gonna have to do research. And with research, I mean, like, read a walkthrough. Which I do think one was provided in the document. So... we could do that, but it's a bit late for that now, because we're already like deep into this. So I'm just gonna walk into literally every single building. I don't think this is gonna help me. I really don't think this is gonna help me one bit. It's been less than 15 minutes and I'm already lost. It's not the game's fault, mind you. It really is not the game's fault. Not at all. I also want the Parisian. I thought she was going to say... She? He? I don't know. Seems like a female kind of character. I thought she was going to say, I want to be a Parisian, which Pokemon missed for a dungeon. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah, now what do we do? Because, it's a statue of the Parisian. I am aware. Well... maybe if you don't have time to wander around, maybe tell me what you are supposed to be doing. Am I just supposed to go back to the... I'm just going to go back. Hold on, this might actually be a useful capture. Don't kill. You killed. At least you got experience. This might be a useful capture, is what I was going to say. I'm going to go back to the lab here, which is in the cave. Just... together with the fact that I have purple hair, and our lab is in a cave, I feel like I'm the bad guy. Also, everybody just has very bad guy Yeah, I feel like I am the bad guy. I mean, this is our lab, right? And we have the Team Rocket music playing here as well. And I am the professor. How's it going? So they contributed more money for us? It seems that we can finish a project earlier. By the way, professor, you forgot this when you left. Pokemon, I thought you were going to give me the running shoes! Since others were away for the ingredient of our project, we must contact them. I register in your Pokénav. Professor Vlog, I am the professor. I will always be the professor. That will be an interesting game. I mean, obviously we are the professor here, somehow. But it will be an interesting game where, like, the gameplay is actually changed. And, like, what you do is actually changed. And you play, like, being the professor. So, maybe you, like... maybe in that game you could just go after the kid you sent out into the wild and just clean up their mess. That would be a fun game. It wouldn't be a fun game, but it would be a interesting game, to say the least. Well, Professor, we are searching for some special stones for the project, and we need your guide, Professor. We're in the cave of Mount whatever that is. Do you know how to reach there? I honestly know. Professor, do you know whatever village? Just go left from the village, then you'll reach the mountain. Wait, what? No, everyone, we must escape. Professor, something happened, blah, 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 bye. I don't want to read a lot of dialogue is the thing. It seems that something terrible has happened there. We better go there, see what happened. Do you know how to go to the village? Just go left from the path to go there. Professor, be careful, and we'll follow you too. Make sure you make safe, be sure. English, hard! Okay, so we make our way through the Palpatine cave. I know it doesn't say Palpatine, but I'm just going to refer to it as the Palpatine cave. And then we have the Palpatine path, and we have to go left. But there is nowhere to go left. Maybe I should have healed. There is nowhere to go left is the issue there, right? Because we can... Maybe I just didn't see it before? Oh, wait a second. No, I still need to catch the Starly. Oh, I just didn't see it before. Now we're at Smart Weed Path. Is that something when you smoke it you actually become smarter? Because I'd be up for that. At this point in time, I could use a few extra working brain cells because mine have stopped functioning altogether. Do I want a Puneri? Puneri is a bitch to evolve and doesn't actually become that good, but Mega Evolution does exist in this. So Mega Lopunny is a thing, which makes it slightly less bad. Notice how I said less bad, not better, but less bad. I'm not going to go for the Scatterbug because, frankly, I don't like it. And I doubt it has any, like, interesting different Vivillon forms in this. Maybe it's just randomized in this rather than region-based. That would be fun. But it's probably just like the standard one, right? Or maybe it's the Pokeball pattern, because I don't think there is a standard Vivillon. I said standard, but what I consider to be standard is probably like just the European version. I'm assuming, right? Also, this Magikarp is level 12. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that there is no like standard regionless version of Vivillon other than the Pokeball pattern. So I'm assuming Vivillon in this game would just be the Pokeball pattern in that case. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it is entirely like randomized or based on which town you evolve it in or something, which would be kind of stupid. Let's start switch training the other one as well. This might be problematic because you resist. Yeah, you resist that. I mean, as long as you don't hit me, there you go. Yeah, you increase your defense. Okay, this is not going to go well for me at all. Randall is going to not have anything either. So, this is where we die. The leader of the evil team slash just being a professor, but it really feels like he's the evil team leader, has been killed. Well, I haven't been killed. My Pokemon have been killed, and luckily this is not a Nuzlocke, because if it were, right now, I'd have lost. Let's just avoid that kid, because I think we can. In the meantime, I think putting Rendell up front wouldn't be a bad idea, because at this point I think Don could take care of himself in a fight. This wouldn't necessarily be the easiest fight, but it would be possible, right? It's not something that I'm going to use for the switch training, but if need be, I can send Don out into a fight and be relatively certain that he will survive. The same cannot be said for Rendell, as I am showing off right now, because you're having trouble with a Scatterbug. The one thing I was just bashing so hard that I forgot I was talking about. Okay, you are actually level 6. Maybe I do want one, because that one would be a Pavilion within like 4 levels, right? So that... Actually, maybe I can skip, never mind. I was going to say maybe I can't actually skip that. Never mind, I can. I'm probably gonna die again, just like disclaimer. I'm definitely gonna die again, because I think that was not even the killer. Actually, no, it must have been. It must have been. Which berries did we get? A Patcha and an Oran berry. The one that heals paralyzed, that's, what is it called again? Cherry berry? Is that a cherry berry? Well, a Lumberry in general would have been nice as well. That just heals everything. Yeah, you were the person that I had trouble with, not the kid. I need something that's not a normal type move. And that's just not gonna happen unless I... Nope. What do we do about this? What do we do about this? I mean, we can try to... Leah? That was a waste of my... That was even more of a waste. Hey, you're increasing your defense! Cause of fucking course you are! 20 minutes in. And we have a significant roadblock. That being something that we literally cannot damage from more than 1 HP at a time. It's not like the defense increase really matters that much, actually, now that I think about it, because I wasn't dealing any damage at all to begin with. So... I guess we go grind a little? That's the best thing we can do, I suppose. At this point, Rendell might actually be able to hold himself alive. English, hard, hold himself alive? That's not even a phrase. Hold his own is what I was thinking about. Hold his own. Keep himself alive. Combine him, hold himself alive. That's a thing now. It's gonna be a while. I probably should have put up a playlist because I knew there was gonna be a lot of this kind of sound going around. And assist, what does that do? Is that something useful? Against rock type specifically. Attacks randomly with one of its partner's moves. Well, seeing as how everything I have is normal type, and I can also use Leah as the move. This doesn't seem very random. I'm gonna be okay. There we go. Doesn't seem very random if you have Leah 3 times in a row. Not gonna lie. Combi. It's a female Combi as well. Okay, definitely we're catching this one. Hold on. Hold on. This is definitely something that we want. Because we could get a Vespiquen out of this. And do not kill it. Okay, throw your balls in its face. I've got 4 of them. There we go. What do we call this Combi? What to call the Combi? I'm gonna go ahead and say... I'm bad with names, Specifically, I'm really bad with female names. Fucking Hannah. I don't know. It's gonna be a Vespiquen. That's all I really care about. Is that it's gonna be grossly... There's a lot of good Pokemon early on here. Litleo. It's a male Litleo as well. I don't know if that's necessarily good. I don't think there's a... Is there a difference between male and female? Other than the design, I mean. The design obviously is very different. Is there a difference in stats? Or move pool at all? I'm not entirely sure that there is. Obviously we're going to call you Simba. Because I am very fucking original. I don't know if you know this, but I am certified the most original PokeTuber who only plays Pokemon once a week on the internet. I catch a lion, I call it Simba. It's revolutionary, I tell you. It's never been done before. I literally called one of my Pokemon Simba before I now realized that it was an Entei. Which, frankly, Pyro and Entei, they're close enough. They're close enough for that to make sense. They're not, but let's ignore the fact that I am just talking bullshit. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do? Neither of the Pokemon that I just caught are going to help me against the Barnacle. Is the thing. So we just keep grinding, I guess? If everybody's level 10, we definitely can just brute force our way through, right? Is that our plan? I feel like so far that's the only plan I've got. So I guess we'll just do that. In other news, I don't want to bore you guys with talk of like things I've been working on, because some of it might be interesting. A lot of it is just very fucking boring probably to listen to. It's only interesting to me because I've been learning a lot. I've been having this issue with Blender where when I render something, I just get a black screen and I, for the life of me, can't figure out. I don't know why I send out Minchu or Minchino there. Because it does not need any more experience at the moment. And it's really fucking annoying, and that's what I was struggling with before going live. That's why I was a little bit later than I usually would have been. Because I was trying to figure out if I could fix it, and obviously somehow I should be able to fix it. But I spent like 40 minutes making a small little animation to test out how it would look, because I'm thinking about doing a certain thing for the look of the title cards or the number cards for the next top 10 video I do, which has not really been clear yet what that top 10 is going to be about. But I have a very fun idea which works in a lot of different contexts. So, and I have like another idea as well, if that ends up being more relevant. But I've been experimenting with that idea, and I made the animation, a very simple fucking rolls. You are going to be very useful, but not right away is the issue. You're going to teleport. You're going to die. Okay. That also works. Okay, so let's actually stop using Rendell, because Rendell at this point is level 9, and as I said, I don't want to over-level necessarily, so let's start leveling up Simba a little bit. Once everybody's level 9, and I know that I don't have to use anybody for switch training anymore, I'll do the last level for everybody then. But what I don't want to do is get everybody to level 10, and then I have to switch train one of them. And as a result, get another Pokemon up to level 13, or something like that, right? You don't want to do that? So far, it doesn't seem that big of a deal, especially since we can just grind here for the lower levels. And then once we reach like level 6 or 7, we can go to the left a little bit, and we'll be fine. And so far, Simba is actually doing quite well. Still, if you could get a better move, thank you. That is exactly what I wanted. I don't know if that's going to be particularly useful against a barnacle, I'm not going to lie, because I think it resists... It's water rock, isn't it? Which both of those resist amber, so that's going to probably be worse than tackle. But at least it's got amber now, so its grinding is going to go a lot easier and smoother. As you can clearly see, it's already level 7. So Simba is definitely going to be the ace of my team, because I'm already in love with his little lion cub. And once it evolves, it's going to have a beautiful and big mane. It's going to be the most beautiful thing on my team. I'm very sorry, Michino. You've already been replaced as my real starter. My real starter now is Simba. Okay, one more... Combi! Sure, there we go. And you're level 9 as well. Oh, you have sweet scents. Let's use that. See if we get any special... Nope. And I'm already level 6, so I can probably take down most Pokemon I'll run into in this area as well. Yeah, this grinding isn't actually going to take that long. I thought I was going to spend like 30 minutes doing this grinding. I think another like 10 minutes and I'll be more than finished with the grinding. Then the question is that enough? Hold on. Hold on a moment. I think I can just use Gust against the body. I probably should heal. Granted, but I think I can just use Gust. I think I can just... I think I can get through it already, and that means that I don't have to grind as much. Eventually I'm gonna have to do some grinding, yeah. But if I can do that with a team where I am at least a little bit more certain that I can... Okay, so yeah, you still resist that, don't you? Yeah, it isn't gonna go well. I'm assuming that this does 1 HP. It has a chance to burn, though. And special attack rather than physical attack. So, please burn. I'm fairly certain that has a chance to burn, right? It might not. I can just brute force my way through with having enough Pokemon to let die. Is pretty much what I'm doing at this point, and it seems to be working. So, there we go. Roadblock number 1 has been defeated. It was a random fissure. Which is really sad that took me so long to get through a... You know what? That could have been useful. That could have been useful earlier. I don't want it anymore. Actually, a water and grass type are both typings I don't have yet. Oh, when did I get the running shoes? Apparently I have the running shoes now, so that's fantastic. I'm not going to stop using the speed button. I didn't have the running shoes before. I know, I tested it out. I am certain that it doesn't give you them at the beginning of the game. I must have gotten them at some point and just not noticed. I guess let's lead with Hannah. Just cause... You know what? Let's try. There we go. Okay, Ralts. What are we gonna name this Ralts? It's the feeling Pokemon. I didn't even know that. Do we have a name? Let me think. Psychic. It's a female. A female Psychic. Do we know a female Psychic? Actually, yeah, we do. One division just finished. So I feel like it is only right to call this female Psychic Wonder. And it's going to be a bitch to grind, by the way, because it doesn't learn any useful moves until it evolves. So it's going to have to be literally just... Okay, that might be slightly problematic. I think it might literally be... Oh, it only has Growl even. I thought it had Teleport. Only even Growl is easier to catch, so I could have attacked it, I suppose. I did not know that I could have. That might have saved me a Pokeball or two. Well, I caught it on 1 Pokeball anyway, so... Let's start leveling up Wonder. Just because I have... And that's why I didn't level everybody up to level 10. Because now I can see... Okay, we are facing a Lotad. Which actually, I don't have anything that is super effective against that will not immediately die. I mean, I have Hannah. Yeah, I do, but she's at 2 HP. So maybe not the best one to send out there. Actually, this is a very, like, well, I have a potion. Is this a waste? Yeah. Do I care? No, I don't want to walk back to the Pokemon Center again. You probably have fighting types, and that's going to be great for Hannah as well. Napancham, actually, is already a fighting type. I was thinking, does gain the fighting or the dark type upon evolution? I'm pretty sure it gains the dark type. I think it is a fighting type now. Yes, it is. It also has a lot of defense. It's also level 9. I only noticed that just now. Both getting 70 experience. Wait a moment. Whoa, wait a moment. Wanda has a pretty steep experience curve, apparently. That's not great. Especially since the Switch training is gonna fucking take forever. This way. I guess trainer battles are the best way to get a lot of experience quickly, though. So, might as well do that. And I'm also going from being slightly over-leveled to just being exactly on par with level. And we immediately learn Confusion 1 level later. Okay, you know what? I probably shouldn't have, Actually, maybe Amber is the better option to... Nah, it's not. It's just not. Simba's... Okay, Simba learned a lot of things there. Well, with a lot of things, I mean gained 2 levels and learned 1 move. So we're not going to be using Simba anymore for Switch training, I guess. But we can now start using Confusion against, at least against wild Pokemon. I'm not entirely sure it's wise to use against trainer battles yet, because we're probably going to get slaughtered. But this should give us a Pokemon Center. There we go. And just like that, we are 40 minutes into the stream. Holy crap. So the grinding did take a little bit longer than I thought it would, after all. Well, it took shorter, and then I thought it wasn't going to take that long, and then it took longer than my second attempt, or second guess. Or however you like to call it. I can't surf yet. Fern's Path. Let's see again. Can we get any more interesting Pokemon around here? You also have a Minchino. It's level 9. Let's not. You know what? Let's lead with Simba. Or not lead with Simba. Let's switch into Simba. Just because let's see what the Headbutt can do. It's not bad. Spritzy. You're a Fairy type? Assuming Fairy type exists, right? So I don't think I really have anything that's specifically strong against you. Of course you would just absolutely decimate Hannah. Just brute force through it, and maybe actually Headbutt is a better idea. They do about the same amount of damage. Wanda's level 7. Mareep. I really don't want to use Simba for everything, so Minchino is going to get a little bit of love here. Which is funny because of the huge charm ability it apparently has. Did they change the level curve for Ralts to be steeper in this? Because it feels like it's... I know it's usually a very slow leveling Pokemon, but it feels like it's slower than usual. Like, you usually, like, it pretty much goes in tiers, right? You have, like, Legendary, Pseudo-Legendary, and then just strong Pokemon. It feels like usually Ralts is on strong Pokemon tier, and right now it probably, like, it feels like it's on Legendary tier. Maybe Pseudo-Legendary. It feels steeper than usual. Also, holy crap, that's still a lot of damage. I guess we use Randall here. This is just a strong-ass Starly, holy crap. Sand attack, that is so goddamn not useful. I don't know when it evolves into Curlia. I really hope it evolves into Curlia soon. Because at that point it might be able to actually like take a hit and deal a bit of damage. I probably should have figured out that a level 9 Combi wasn't going to win against a level 10 or 11 Combi. Also, I have something with Amber. Probably should have just used that instead. Yeah, that was not a smart move on my part. Let's see what wild Pokemon we have around here, actually. Drillbur! Yeah, do give me some of that, please. Not that. I don't want to be hit. I want to have you to hit other things with. Can I land another attack? Oh my god, I can! I only have one Pokeball left, though. And... well, you're dead. If you're not coming with me, you die. That's how this goes. Wait, we already have 6 Pokemon? Oh, we do. I guess we don't need a Drillbur. We still want a Drillbur, though, so let's... my god, we can't buy normal Pokeballs! It's the fucking worst! I do want an extra drill. I do want an extra drill, so I guess we get some Ultra Balls. At least that way, if we run into an old Drillbur, we'll be pretty much guaranteed to get it. Do I want a Shroomish? I don't know that I do. The Shroomish wants me, clearly, so let's just catch it. We're gonna call you... what are we gonna call you? I'm gonna call you Kyle. Why, you might ask? Because that's literally the first male name that came to mind. Starly, I don't really need a Starly at all. Maybe I do. But with Vespiquen, I'm gonna have a flying type already. And I'm putting my money on Vespiquen rather than Strapza in this playthrough. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Just being real honest with you. It's probably a horrible idea. But I want to be a little bit more interesting than usual, right? I mean, you can just go with the usual, like, getting a Staraptor and then probably like a, well, the God of War, obviously, which we are getting. All that kind of like the usual stuff. I want to try to not be that boring. At least not if I can help it. There's gonna be some things that just are too good to pass up. Finally, we get a burn with Amber. Why am I still using Litleo, by the way? It's level 12 at this point. Drillbur, there we go. That's what I've been looking for. I don't know, is getting Extra Drill considered to be like standard for playing through Unova? Because I feel like it's a thing that I oftentimes do. But I don't necessarily feel like it's something that everybody always does. Also, a name for Drillbur. Any reference to somebody that likes to dig? No, but I've been watching Star Wars. I don't know how to spell Anakin. I think this is how you spell Anakin. I'm gonna look this up. Hold on, one moment. Anakin. Okay, that's stupid. Because they call him Annie. So you would assume that it's Anakin. But it's actually what I thought it was in the first place. That being Anakin. So why the fuck call him Annie? I know it's like a cute name. Like a cute... like a cutesy version. Like shorten it, make it a bit cuter. Especially for the kid. But it still doesn't make sense. Because you're just grabbing that eye out of nowhere. Not exactly nowhere. There is an eye in there. But you have to like... You're using the A and the N. then dropping 2 letters, then picking the I just because you like it, and then dropping the N as well at the end. At that point, you're not shortening a name, you're just making a new name out of the same characters. Which is fine. Just confusing if you want to write out the full name. That's okay, so maybe we actually want to switch one of our Pokemon out for Drillbur, because as much as I maybe don't want to use Shroomish, actually, let's take a quick look at the entire team we have right now, because frankly, I don't really want to use Minccino. I know it's our starter, but come on, it's a Minccino. And I also don't think we necessarily need Mr. President, which is not the president anymore. I think this is a pretty decent team. We have a Psychic type, a Bug Flying type, a Normal, we still have a Normal, Fire type, a Dark type, a Ground type, and a Grass and Fighting type. Once everything is evolved, that is, obviously. So, for the time being, I'm going to say that this is a pretty decent team. And we're just going to keep on going, fighting the next trainer we run into, which looks to be a dad. That's going to be fun. I'm hoping you have Absorb. You do. Actually, you use Absorb against me. I probably should have known that you had that. I also forget that Absorb actually sucks, even if it's super effective and stab. I need Mega Drain ASAP. Like yesterday. Hello, Pencham. You're level 12. Hannah is level 9. I don't know what the XP curve or the level curve in this game is, but it's rough. Things are leveling up around me quickly. And I'm not exactly a fan of it. And of course you have a berry. You wouldn't make my life easy now, would you? Okay, let's go back to heal up. We can maybe take out a little... we definitely cannot, never mind. Randall, your turn. At some point in the near future, Wonder's gonna be useful. I just don't know when it will be, but it will happen. Listen to me. Listen to my words. Ralt is gonna evolve and be semi-useful. And then, once it evolves again, it's actually gonna be really useful. But that's gonna be a while from now, so don't get your hopes up about that happening anytime soon. Can I just get you from here? I didn't think so. Sometimes the sprites don't quite line up with the collision, it seems, in this game. Like, I really do feel like I shouldn't be able to stand here. Things seem to be like off the grid, which usually is a good thing, right? You don't want to have grid-based like movement and graphics necessarily always. You should go to sleep. Okay. Wake up, please. Okay, that is how we like to see the damage. And holy shit. Amount of experience. I like that. Thank you, Gasly, for giving me... I don't know why I went into Kyle. I wanted to go into Anakin. Assuming it even has... Mud Slap. It's... Actually, no! Wow, you deal a lot of damage. Holy crap! Okay. At least Wanda leveled up again. Wanda's now level 10. Technically, I should be leading with a different Pokemon by now, because if we have Wanda at level 10, that's pretty much where we wanted to be at. Then again, everything we're facing right now is about level 12, so we're kind of on the level to begin with. And Wanda... Like, the difference between Wanda being at level... being at like level 5 and level 10 isn't that big. Because she's pretty damn useless until she evolves anyway. Like, the evolution is more important than the levels. She's not going to be useful until she evolves. I really... having another thing die there, I need to heal. And if you're going to make a game where things die this much, because, again, the level curve is kind of insane, right? That's not just me. Like, the level curve is actually very steep. Make it easier to heal. Because otherwise, running back and forth is going to get tedious really fucking quickly. Okay, so I might actually be taking back what I said about Wanda, because Wanda's actually dealing some damage. That being said, it's like 3-shotting wild Pokemon, which is not particularly great if you're like 3 or 4 levels higher than them. So, my point still stands. Ralts, it ain't that good. Ain't that good at all. Once it evolves, Ralts is a monster. Don't get me wrong. It turns out to be very, very powerful indeed. But it's going to take a little moment before we get there. Same goes for Combi, actually. Once it evolves into Vespiquen, it becomes at least somewhat useful. But until then, it's kind of just like... You don't even fight me. Okay. Until that point, it's kind of useless, really. Luckily, this is not the buffed Rapid Spin yet, clearly. If it were, we'd be in trouble, because it's more powerful and it increases speed, doesn't it? In Gen 8. I'm fairly certain that it does. I know that I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to try to run. Didn't work out for me. Even though I'm 3 levels higher, apparently I'm still so goddamn slow that I can't run from a damn Starly. You actually do want it. Or a Litleo for... God damn it! Wrong move. And of course I got burned. My fucking god. I am... What is going on with me today? This is all going so horribly wrong. It's not particularly me. It's just I'm getting supremely unlucky, I feel. Also, I think we are about to enter a... God damn it! I wanted to use you for switch training. Well, I guess you're just gonna be... Okay, maybe I'm using you for switch training after all, because that was very scary. I need to grind. I really do need to grind. I'm seeing this sandy path around here, and I was thinking maybe we have a way to heal somewhere around here to like a town, but it doesn't seem like we can. You know what? I'm just going to keep going until I lose all my Pokemon. That's the one upside of not doing this as a Nuzlocke. There's more than one, actually. But that is one of the upsides of not doing this as a Nuzlocke. That being the fact that I can just drive my head into a brick wall until I win. And I don't have to be careful walking back and forth to the Pokemon Center. And, like, wasting a lot of time, especially when I'm doing things live. So, that is a good thing. As well as Hannah actually maybe becoming someone useful. God's back! Look at that, we're never going to use that. Hannah and Simba, sure, why not? I do hope that when we enter the cave, we get like a hot spa or something where we can heal. Because I really do need to heal. I also do not need to stay in against... Oh, I am gonna be in trouble against 2 fire types. Well, if I die here, I get healed up. And I just have to make my way back here. It's not that big of a deal. Now it's 2v1 though, so we'll be fine. Most likely. Hopefully. Please don't kill Randall. Randall really needs the experience as well. Heracross is very much not a fire type, but I have a fire type to deal with Heracross, so thanks for sending out the bug type. Much appreciated. Please, for the love of God, heal me. I thought you might be a friend. You are not a friend. You are very much an enemy. I'm just trying to die, honestly, at this point. And the game is not letting me, because I have a Simba. And Simba is apparently the most powerful thing in the universe. Which is weird, because Mufasa is literally a cloud. And we all know that clouds are powerful, apparently. I don't know. I'm guessing you maybe can't hit me? Because I'm a dark type? And Fury Swipes. Okay, that is actually... on average, going to deal more damage than Scratch. Because, hold on, I have a water bottle around here. I'm thirsty. On average, that's going to deal more damage than Scratch. Because, hear me out. If it does two attacks, it does 36 damage, which is less. But it can do up to 5 attacks. Assuming that, on average, we do at least 3 attacks, which I think is safe to assume. We're going to do more. Then, on top of that, every single individual hit has a chance to be a critical hit. So we also increase our crit chance by quite a lot, having a multi-hit move. So, it is better than Scratch. I don't know why I had to explain it. I think that is pretty much like common knowledge at this point. That multi-hit moves are pretty good, actually. But not against that. I mean, it's not the multi-hit move that's the issue there. It's just the ghost typing. Which I really can't do much about. Other than just leech him down. Really, that's the only thing I can do. Then again, it seems like maybe he can't do anything against me. Okay, Nightshade. I'm making it quite far into this. You really couldn't be bothered to clean up the edges of that sprite, could you? That's disappointing. I know it's a ROM hack, and like that would be unacceptable if it were like a real game. I'm not saying that it's not a real game, but you know what I mean. For a ROM hack, it's just a bit of a shame because that is something you definitely notice while just playtesting through it, right? And it's something that doesn't particularly like need to take hours to fix. It's like probably just like 2 or 3 sprites you need to fix. So why don't do that? Because it like... is it put on there like on purpose? Do you think it like looks like moss? Because I hate to break it to you, because it really does not. It just looks bad. I feel like we're getting close to an actual town at this point. Do I want a Vanillite, actually? Who would I yeet of the team for a ice type? At the moment, nobody. So I'm gonna stick with the team I have. And get sent back to Pokemon Center due to this fledgling, which is way too big of a sprite. It even had quick attack. Because of course it did. Let's see, who are we leading with? Maybe I do want to do a little bit of grinding. Maybe I do. I don't know. Stop trying to run with Wanda because it's never going to work. Look, if I just can have 1 or 2 things evolve at some point in the near future, namely the weakest things on my team, that being Wanda and Hannah, really, that would be fan-fucking-tastic. Let's just go Randall with this one. Then again, Randall also not the best. Wait, is the issue... is there any chance in hell that I did that on purpose, by the way, that wild Pokemon have EVs in this? Or like higher IVs? Because it feels like wild Pokemon in general also are just more powerful. Maybe I'm just going insane and I'm being paranoid, but it really does feel like something like that might be the case here. Okay, actually I'm going to switch both Pokemon out here. Just cause. That's the quickest way to die. I just realized, yeah. Not inside of this battle, just like in general. Because now everybody is going to be damaged. Wandaloon double team! Great! Fantastic. Never going to use that. Actually, it could be kind of fun to use that against more difficult battles. Anyway, so yeah, we're already low on HP and we've only done like one actual fight. Are you poison type? You are not a poison type. Simba is also level 15 because Simba at this point is my answer to everything. I don't know what to do? Send out Simba. Something is too powerful? Send out Simba. Those are literally the only thing. Two things Simba's used for is when I don't know what to do and when something's too powerful. Which really is the same situation. I don't think about it a little bit more critically. You know what? This might be even more of a waste than what I did before. I really need Wanda to stay alive and get experience. Once Wanda is at a decent level where she can actually do some things on her own, there's going to be a lot less trouble. For the time being, there's going to be trouble with switch training and just like getting damaged that way. Against these rock types, especially rock ground types, it's a little bit less bad. Because I can just go shroomish and absorb, but then we run into a timber and things go downhill real fast because actually no, that wasn't that bad. Wait, was there a thing to go right here? Yeah, there is. Okay. Super. That one I can actually hit with confusion. Well, I can't hit a lot of things with confusion, but super effectively, I mean. When do I get a Coolia? I feel like it's like level 16, right? That's not the move I wanted to use. I think it's about level 16. So if we can just keep switch training until then. What do we do after that is the question though. Oh, Sneasel! You might actually be a better Dark type. Actually, you definitely probably are a better option for a Dark type, at least long term when you evolve into a Weavile. Because you're also an Ice type. But that means I get a level 7 Pokemon again, which... RNGesus. My fate is in your hands. Okay, you definitely decided that I will get this Sneasel. Sure. There we go. There's no question about it. Midnight Sneasel. Now, let's all get absolutely yeeted by this fledgling again, because that was kind of embarrassing before. Who do we send in against that? Well, you don't know. Send in Simba. Because Simba can just headbutt things to death. Or Ember, but in this case, headbutt. Because I wasn't entirely sure if fledgling is a fire type yet. I don't think it is. But you can't be too sure. Actually, I don't even need to use flying types for defeating the Timber, because Psychic type is a thing. I just realized that, yes. Oh, there we have what the Pavilion looks like. Is that the standard pattern? Or is that just like the... Okay, no, let's look this up. Pavilion. Pavilion patterns. Let's see. It's called the Madhouse pattern, but it doesn't tell you like where that's from. Wait, is it based on which Pokeball it's called in? Hold on. I thought it was based on which region. Google Images is not helping me at all. I mean, yeah, it's got names, but I just want to know which regions they're from. For video pair regions. Maybe I should just be Googling for what I want to know. Yeah, no, that doesn't tell you at all. Neither does this. Okay, never mind. We're just going to keep on going. To what, actually? That's a very good question. Because I guess Kyle and Simba. Because when you don't know what to do, go Simba. And Simba can definitely... Oh, that was a lot of damage. Simba can definitely amber the Pavilion. And we can absorb the Golab. Or we can be put to sleep. That also works. Both Pokemon put to sleep. That's even fucking better, because why not? Please don't let me die. At least Pavilion is dead, which means that things won't be put to sleep anymore. That's a very good start. Now Simba's dead. We can't have nice things. We just cannot. Anakin? Question mark? I guess we can rapid scratch the Starly, maybe? It's not going to do too much. I'll just focus on the Golab for now. And just do chip damage against the Starly in the meantime. We can try to figure out the Starly situations in a moment here. Lidleo. Actually, we can leech it to Starly. And we can mod slap the Lidleo. This might actually end up working out fairly well for me. Because now we can tackle the Starly, another mod slap for Lidleo, that should take down the Lidleo. Anakin might die. Anakin died. So let's go back into Wanda, just to get that little bit of extra experience. Because I think Wanda will be able to survive. About 0 attacks, apparently. At least Hannah got a little bit of experience, and Kyle actually got 2 entire levels out of that, I think. Which is fairly impressive. We're gonna die again soon, though. Just want that to be painfully obvious. Also, sorry for the cursor being on screen. Maybe Kyle will be the first to evolve at this pace, because all of the rock types... Rock ground types, even. Yeah, definitely should have switched out there, because now I'm going to switch out into Hannah, get hit. Maybe not. And now I'm dead. But Timber is at a range where Kyle can take it out. So, again, Kyle is, at least for this, like, run-through of the cave, being MVP. Multi-hit moves also have multiple chances to trigger things like Q-Charm and like the Spore ability. I don't know what it's called anymore. I didn't know that. Now I do. I mean, might as well, right? I'm about to be out of absorbs, at which point I pretty much don't have any useful moves anymore. That being said, absorb itself isn't that good either. And I'm thinking that this might be close to the end of the cave. Maybe. You know, I can just run away from these wild level 6 battles. They don't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things. And that looks like where I need to be. So... Bumblesnow. Do I need to fight you? I feel like I might need to fight you, which is not going to go well for me. Oh, you're a ninja. And you have an Bumblesnow. Okay. Can I leech seed you? We may never find out. Because I died. Oh, fuck. At least if we can get Lidleo up there alive, we can absolutely burn the hell out of the Bumblesnow. That shouldn't be an issue at all. Anakin is lagging behind the levels a little bit. I'll take care of that after the Bumblesnow fight. Maybe. I'll try. Actually, you know what? Let's use a repel. Just to get through this damn piece of grass around here. Was that a good use of my repel? No, because a lot of these steps I couldn't encounter Pokemon anyway. And it's about to run out, I think, already. Because it was just a super repel, right? It wasn't a max repel? What is the highest tier of repel again? I honestly forgot. I don't want to fight you, gentlemen. So far, the repel is holding up fairly well, though, which I am very happy about, because I don't want to be facing wild Pokemon if I can help it. Repel's effect wore off. Use another. Max repel. Okay, it actually did give me a menu there. Which, thank you for implementing that feature into this game as well. Gen 5 made that feature a thing. Not even Gen 5, specifically Black and White 2. Made that feature a thing. And it's probably the best addition to Pokemon ever. Just period. And every ROM hack ever should make that a thing. Because apparently it is possible to make that a thing in Gen 3 hacks. Which... Literally has Runaway. Okay, that is... highly irrelevant because I'm so high level anyway. Let's see if we can ember this thing to death in one hit. Because I'm thinking we might. Just about. Just about. That was easy. That was really fucking easy. Who are you? ... Ellipses. I think that's called, right? Thanks for saving us, Professor. The monster attacked us when we were taking the crystals from the cave. Here, Professor, this is what we needed. Professor, are you okay? Don't worry, Tyra, we're okay. I'm really just weirded out by the fact that my player character has dialogue. And we got material for the project. That's perfect, Professor. Now let's go back to the lab. We need you there, Professor. Stop calling me Professor. It's getting really annoying. And in your face. In my face, I suppose. You're really the team leader after all. Can I just go back there? I can. Now we walk all the way... but snow run though. I'm not gonna change the team composition right now. I feel like the team I have set up right now, unless we get something that is like way out there and very, very useful and powerful, I'm not gonna change it. Like, honestly, barring legendaries and pseudo-legendaries, mostly this team is probably gonna stay. That was not a wise thing to stay in against. Maybe the grass type will be changed around a bit. Then again, the combination of... Are you actually gonna, like, kill me with a Skorupi? Because it feels like you are. Maybe the grass type / fighting type will be switching in and out a little bit depending on when I need certain other things. Like, maybe I need a grass poison type at some point and I'll use a Bulbasaur or whatever. That's the first thing that came to mind. There's a lot of more grass poison types. It's probably one of the more common types in general, to be honest. I thought that might be a hidden item because it had a different colored rock. And in games, that always means there's something hidden about it. Apparently not in this one. Apparently not in this one. Anyhow, I think we're going to make our way back to the lab, and that's where we're gonna call it for today, because I say so, really. And that's all the explanation that I care about. At least Rolls at this point is a high enough level to be able to run from wild Pokemon, which is just a 1 or 2 level difference from when I tried to do that before. Apparently was enough, because now I can pretty consistently run from them. Probably not from the Drillbur though. But I can still 3-hit the Drillbur, which is honestly fairly impressive. Did not mean to walk into there, but sure. Yeah, I'm gonna die again, aren't I? No! No, I'm not. Okay, that was surprising. Okay, let's heal up, because God knows I need it. And then go back to the lab. And actually, let's just save here. I've not been playing for 5 hours. I know the speed button does that, but I would have honestly assumed that the speed button would have increased my playtime more than quadruple it, because if I use the speed button, it goes up to about 700 and like 20 to 780-ish%. I'm not using it all the time now. That means that I'm probably using it roughly about half the time, which is interesting. Math. Who doesn't love math? I'm also using it a lot on burst, right? So in the original Game Boy games, like Pokemon Red and Blue, and even Game Boy Color games like Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, I think Gold and Silver are normal Pokemon games with color support, whereas Crystal is actually a color game, something like that, right? I don't remember. It goes up to like 9,000%, which is, if you didn't know, a lot more than 700. Professor, glad to see you're back. We began absorbing powers from the crystal now. I think we'll finish soon. Boom. What happened? I think I know what happened. Tyro, we must go to the lab and deal with it. But what's the thing? There's no time to explain. We must be quick. Yes, Professor. Professor, what happened? Come with me. Mewtwo is trying to escape. Oh, hello. We have a Mewtwo. We must battle as a competent. No. We must do no such thing. What level is it? It's level 10. We'll be fine. Right? Right? We'll be fine? We'll be fine. That was a critical hit. I will be fine. I killed a Mewtwo. Am I going to get the Mewtwo? Because if I get the Mewtwo, Rolt is getting yeeted off the team. Faster than you can say yeet. Sorry, Mewtwo. You must stay here before we finish it. Because that means we probably get Mega Mewtwo right off the bat. Oh, please, let that be a thing. Let me have a level 10 Mega Mewtwo. That would be fantastic. That's not going to be a thing, is it? Wait a second. Aren't I your boss? I own you. I own you as a person. Now everything goes well. What we need to do is have patience. Professor will achieve it soon. I'm gonna go end the stream, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. So, whatever we do next week, I have no idea, but let's make a save and also make a save state just to be sure. The game is more reliant on story than I thought it would be, which is fine. Which is fine, especially if you like make an entirely new region and stuff like that. It makes sense that you write a new story for it. And if you don't know the story in the game yet, obviously you're going to need to read the story to know where to go. Thing is, I don't really look forward to reading large amounts of dialogue, so I hope that's not gonna be a thing. We'll see though. We'll see.